this is a graph showing the number of searches for the keyword hotels over the past 11 years. In the past 10 years, we've all got more internet access, we've got faster internet across more devices more of the time. So you would think that that graph would be going the other way. But actually fewer people are searching for hotels online. Now the reason for that isn't that fewer people are searching for hotels, but fewer people are typing the word in hotels because people have worked out that if you type hotels into Google, you don't really find a very good hotel. What you need to type in is hotels in wherever you're going, or 3-star hotel wherever you're going, or hotel with pool wherever you're going. People are using more and more sophisticated, or longer, what we call longer tail searches in Google. People are using, or asking questions. Yeah, that's that. We took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah.
It's typing in Expedia rather than.
Well, there's that as well. But yeah, so people are being far more specific about what they search for, because we've all worked out that the more specific you are, the better the results are. Right? So when we look at keyword research, and we look at what are the keywords that we should target for a particular business, then there'll be some in every market that are very, very popular that a lot of people search for every month. So we've got an example here with a digital camera. We put that in, we looked at how many people search for digital camera. It would be a high volume of searches every month. Now if we looked at something more specific, like Sony SLR camera, that would also be right up there, but it would be less popular. Now if we looked at something very, very specific, so we've got here Best Zoomlands SLR camera for shooting wildlife, only a few people would do that search every month. There'd be quite a few people. But what happens is, if you were to get all that list of all those different weird and wonderful things that someone might search for, you would have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these types of phrases. And if you put them on a graph, you would get this long tail. That's why we call them long tail keywords. Now, if you were trying to get, if you had a camera shop, let's say, and you wanted to advertise on pay-per-click for a digital camera, the costs per click are going to be pretty high. Competition going to be pretty high. The person getting to your website, how close are they to the sale? Probably not. They haven't really worked out what they want yet. This person, you get this person to your website. That, you give them a rundown of the top 3 SLR zoom lens cameras for shooting wildlife, and the best pluses and minuses of each of them, and a buy now button. I think you'd have a good chance of a sale there. The trouble is, there's loads of them, and that's where this regular content creation helps draw people in and pull people in. Because something like 70% of all the searches now are in this long tail. And in some industries, like in ours, it's more than that, and in many of yours it'll be more than that. So here's an example. This is an article that I wrote in June 2013, 2 years ago. And it's called "Why Have My Google Rankings Dropped? How Do I Get Them Back?" This was an article about some of the changes that Google made that meant that a lot of people dropped off page 1. If you type the question, "Why have my Google rankings dropped?" into Google, that article is number 1 in the organic results. So that article maybe took me an hour, something like that, to write. I did it 2 years ago. Since to that day, that article's had about 700 or 800 people read it, maybe. We've got maybe 30 or 40 inquiries from it, and we've got a handful of clients from it. That was a good use of that hour, I think. And the good thing is, it's done now. We're still getting the benefit of that, even now, and probably will be for another year, 2 years, 3 years. Now, if you did that once every week, for example, over a period of time, now some do better, some don't do as well, but if you do that consistently over a period of time, you quite reliably and predictably grow the number of visitors to your website.